tripleS 24 member debut is finally here. Let's freaking go. Hello, my name's Jimothy. Welcome to Jimothy Listens. No time for the intro because I really want to get to this, but I also have a little bit of yapping to do. Now, I've talked about tripleS twice on this channel before, the first being when I slagged off tripleA's debut for being boring and sounding like You could say weird, I would say bad. The second time being when I named the 10-member debut Assemble in like my top 5 EPs of last year. So there's been a bit of either way. Since then, I saw Evolution live when they came to Australia at the end of last year. Earlier this year, I binged the entire 2 years of YouTube content that the group has in about 3 weeks. I have become obsessed, and I mean that in the sense of like I literally, I downloaded the Cosmo app. I have been participating in all of the Mavity votes for this upcoming debut. I even did buy a couple objects, which I immediately regretted because NFTs, cryptos, whatever. Not talking about that in this video. Oh, but Jim, you took part in the vote, did you? Were you a Girls Never Die girly? No, not quite. It was my second choice. I was and still am a Recover It Now girly. I thought the idea of the kind of full group debut being similar to Rising, but having what sounded like a kind of brighter, digital, almost like chiptune vibe thing going on would just be super fun and right up my alley. But Girls Never Die was a close second. The reason I'm slightly hesitant about it is that it just seems a little slow and calm for what I would want from the big, full 2 years in the making, 24-member, history-making, groundbreaking debut. Like, it has a cool vibe, it sounds cool, but I just worry from that little, like, bit of what I assume is the chorus that we've heard, that la 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 la, it's just a bit too kind of, like, laid back and vibey for what I personally want from the debut. But the reason that I didn't discount it entirely is because really, I just kind of trust Mod House, and it seems like Girls Never Die was the one they were pushing for, and the fact that they only showed us the beginning of that song makes me think that maybe there's something hiding in there, that maybe there's a bit of a swerve, maybe it goes somewhere, which I would be so for. That's really what I am hoping for from this song. We'll have to see. But more than just the title track, we do have a full album of songs here, and tripleS never slouch on the B-sides. In fact, I would say so far they have one of the best kind of full discographies of any group out there at the moment, and so I'm very excited to get into those B-sides as well. This is a big moment for me, someone who really has technically only been away for like 4 months, but it feels like it's been 2 years because of just how much content I binged. So I think that's all I need to yap about. I think that's all the yapping that needs to be done. Let's get into this music video. Alright, here we go. Girls Never Die music video. Actually, I should say, I have not watched the teaser yet. I did not watch the highlight medley for the album. I prefer to be completely blind going in. So yeah, that's just a heads up. I literally have no clue what's going on. Big crowd, that's all 24 of them there. My girl, Cyan! I need to listen. So young. Oh my god, 24 of them together. Girls never die, but birds do. Oh, should we? Is this actually the whole song? No, they can still swerve us. We've just heard a chorus and into the first verse. It's so weird seeing them all together. Suman sounds great. Cute. The ants crawling. I would have the same reaction, honestly. Little rap verse moment. That bass is nice. God, look at you, Yun. Ooh, those backing vocals are really nice. Did a car just hit Hyun? I'd turn away for half a sec. Oh no, girls never die. Girls never die. This is really the whole song, isn't it? Give me a bridge, give me a switch up, give me some kind of change up. Okay. Cute little instrumental break. Everyone who didn't want Recover It Now because they were like, oh, having like a dance break would take away from parts and you have 24 members. It's there anyway. There we go. All right, the Sims. Cute, them coming to save each other. Ooh. Who was that voice in there? There was someone that sounded really nice. There's that Dashi Hebocha. Okay, the bridge is nice. Those backing vocals are really nice. I wish we got more full group shots. Who was that with that? Never Cry. That sounded a bit... I would have done a couple more takes on that. I also love the Black Wings, you know, like that stuff that's been happening since Generation. I like that imagery coming back. And the bird lives. Birds, in fact, never die. Cute. The wings, yeah, that's... me thinking of lore implications. Yeah, I feel like we've kind of had those angel wings as being something like not just the Black Wings in Generation, but we got a similar thing with Cherry Talk. Did they have white wings? I don't exactly remember at this point, but that's been recurring imagery, and I feel like that kind of, the idea of that at the end, picking up and flying away, it's almost like that represented the, you know, first 2 years of tripleS and that kind of like proper full group coming together era is that, and then now it's the shift, it's the change going in a new direction, which I think is, yeah, really cool. This is something, even before hearing this, I've been excited to see how having the full group would kind of change tripleS, if it's still just very much working as normal as if we were still introducing members, blah, 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 or if there is kind of like a definitive shift now that we have the whole group. I think that's interesting. We'll have to see where that goes. In terms of the song, I didn't really get my swerve. I didn't get my big explosive hardcore thing. I think just from first listen, not thinking about like, you know, the context of like the debut or whatever, just like as a song to listen to, maybe one of my least favorite tripleS title tracks. But like, I still like it, especially that bridge is really nice. We get that little kind of instrumental breakdown, which has some cool sounds in there. And then that kind of a lot of different voices coming in for a, not quite rapped, but more kind of like spoken bridge building up into the final chorus. I think that's really nice. I guess we'll just see how it does. We'll see how it does. I know the rest of the world is more into kind of slower, vibier songs than I am. I just always want big energy all the time, but we'll see. I like it. I do like it. I think the music video is really cool. I was kind of worried that they were just going to do like, oh, we're a cool girl image doing a cool girl thing. I like that there's a bit more kind of storyline and it is a different concept. Them standing over the grave is a really cool shot. Yeah, I'm into it. I'm big into it. Obviously the expectations were so high, and did they quite reach them? Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say I'm disappointed. I'm definitely not disappointed. I'm just not exactly like blown away, knocked out of my chair. But I think considering how big the task of this huge 24-member debut is, I think they've done everything that they need to do and done it really well. So I think job done. I think they've nailed it. I think it's really good. Let's hear this album. This is where the meat is anyway. So we have 10 songs on this album. An intro, I'm guessing the first track is going to be an intro like we always get. Title track we've just heard. The final track, Dimension, is a song that we have already heard, although it is, you know, going to be the new full group member, what am I saying, full member version of it. And also a heads up, Dimension is easily my least favorite tripleS. So I mean, let's see if they mix it properly this time. That's been my problem with the two versions we've got before, is that you can't hear the vocals at all. We'll see if they mix it properly this time. Midnight Flower and Non-Scale were two of the tracks that were up for the vote, and both sounded kind of interesting. I'm excited to hear full versions of those. White Soul Sneakers is written by So-hyun. I believe also Naki wrote one of the songs. I'm not sure which one that is. We'll get to it and I'll see the credits. And then also 24 I'm interested in, just because Soa said that it sounded like Rising, and I love Rising, so I can't wait to hear that. Maybe it will be Recover It Now with a new name and I will scream with joy, but we'll see. Let's just get into it. We've got a long time, 28 minutes. There's time for yapping while listening. All right, let's just get into it, shall we? S. Intro me. Oh, it's quiet. Turn my headphones up. Okay, the electric guitar. Excuse me? That's fantastic. Where was that in Girls Never Die? That bass line is ripped right out of something. Oh my god, my hair is everywhere. Dum 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 dum. Oh, what song has that bass line? I can't think of it right now, but that sounds like something, but... I love the rock vibes! I wish we had gone for the rock vibes with the title track. That would have been sick. What is with everyone like threatening to do rock recently and not following through? You know, looking at you, the Seraphim. Someone pull the trigger on it. I want to hear it. But yeah, sick intro. All right, give me this title track on its own. No video to worry about. I love that. 다시 해보자. Super fun. It is super groovy, which obviously, like, you needed to kind of have something with this groove for tripleS to show off that they are actually very good at hip-hop. So I'm excited to see a full version of the choreography. Didn't really get a good chance to look at it in that video. Shine better? Was that Yeonji doing the shine better? I'm glad we're bringing that back. Yeah, it's me being like, oh, it's too calm, like I can't really get into it, and then I'm sitting here the whole time just... It's really pretty. This is gonna be another Invincible, where the first time I listen to it, I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then like the 5th time I listen to it, I'm like, hang on a second, this is actually the best song ever made. I already am liking it so much more on a second listen. Yeah, I like that little kind of very slight switch up in the second verse, that kick pounding in more, a little bit of like synths, or like even just like a kind of staccato bass in there or something. Really nice. And yeah, again, those backing, like super high-pitched backing vocals, very tripleS. We have heard a lot of ththose really like high-pitched breathy vocals over the last 2 years, so into it. I think it's just the chorus I have a problem with. I wish the chorus just hit a little bit harder. Yeah. It's kind of these synths This is what almost comes in the second verse. We get just those really kind of very staccato hits of it. Who is that? Who is that? I love their voice. Okay, I was like, I want the song to go somewhere. Hearing it now, it does have progression to it, which is nice and what I wanted. It's just a bit more subtle than I was initially hoping for, but the verses do kind of transition from that real just like hip-hoppy thing to adding in a bit more synth and like that kind of kick to adding in that super cool. I also just looking at the fact that we literally have 15 seconds left. That instrumental breakdown isn't in the recorded version, unless I'm stupid and missed it. But that really cool, like the dance break is only in the video. I need to pause for a second. I need to, really? Okay, second chorus. Is that where the instrumental break goes in the thing? Let me quickly bring up the video again. Second chorus. Yeah. Why is this not in the recorded version? This is great. It just seems questionable. Like, why? Especially since in the video, we're not even really getting to see the dance break. I get it if like, you were like, oh, in the video, we really want to show off that we can dance too and like really put like the kind of main focus of choreography in there. But like, we don't really get to see much of that dance break in the video. Is that going to be the version they do on music shows, I wonder? If it's going to be, are we going to have that dance break in music shows? I hope so. I want to see that dance break and I want to hear it too. The instrumental's really nice in that. Weird choice. Anyway, back to it. Heart Raider, track 3. This sounds cute. I like the pace of it. Oh, that's really nice. Is this... I think I saw something the Pink Pantheress produced one of the tracks on the album. Is it this one? It's not this one. That's just something I remembered then, but I'll be looking out for that. This is really nice. This is that kind of Soul Sonia sound, that like future bass almost. Just what I really... Now that's a chorus. Oh, that's so pretty. The way that just opens up, it's like colors flashing around. Oh, that's so nice. And the harmonies and stuff. Keep the energy up. Yeah, I love the fast tempo. It is that kind of like, you know, everyone's doing the like Y2K thing at the moment. But what I really love about tripleS and what they've kind of been doing so far is that it feels so much more futuristic than nostalgic. Like it kind of has those bubblegum aesthetics that a lot of stuff is, you know, a lot of the trendy stuff is doing at the moment, but it feels so forward thinking and it's looking ahead, it's not looking back. It's, while also just being really like fun and poppy. I really like this. I really, really like this song. Those backing vocals are so nice. Bridge me, bridge me. Cute. Yeah, those high-pitched vocals. I don't know why they became tripleS's thing, but I consider those like super high airy vocals as much as part of the tripleS oeuvre as like a la la la, you know? Oh, and that just bass grinding in underneath the gorgeous high note there. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. I have no more words. really pretty. Really pretty, really nice and clean and sweet and cute and bright and poppy and just everything that I love. That's fantastic. All right, Midnight Flower me. Was Midnight Flower always this upbeat? I honestly don't remember most of the tracks we could vote for. Yes, the kind of rock vibes, pop rock sound. Credits me. Kim Nak-young in the writing credits. This is so fun! I love the energy of the whole album, so oh! That electric guitar is really nice. Also adds a bit of like a dark vibe, like it felt very light so far. Fun, super fun. Yeah, I'm so on board with this so far. What was I saying? So many different styles, even just in the like 4 tracks we've heard so far. Like the intro was giving that kind of like darker rock sound with like funky bass line. Girls Never Die is a bit more kind of hip-hoppy R&B-y, hard rated, that like bright futuristic pop, and then this being just like a fun kind of like pop rock track. Love those vocals. That kind of not quite rapped, but a bit more like spoken section there was really nice. I love this pre-chorus. Why didn't I vote for this? This slaps. Although, would I want this to be the 24-member debut title track? Probably not. But it's a damn good song. It's a damn good song. I'd also love to see choreography to this, because everything tripleS has done so far has been very like kind of hip-hoppy. Whereas like, oh, I guess this would be a bit more like new look, I guess. It'd be that kind of vibe. I'll put my hand up to choreograph for it, tripleS, if you want to do something a bit, you know, not as hip-hoppy, a bit different. Hi, I'm right here, award-winning choreographer. Sorry, I just had to get the flex in. That slaps. That slaps. Alright, on to track 5, White Soul Sneakers, written by Miss Sohyun. Oh! We're doing a dancehall track, are we? I mean, to be fair, Sohyun's tracks that we've heard on tripleS albums so far have never been my favourite. No hate to her, I love her, but her, what was the track she did for Crystallize? Hide and Seek is fine, but not one of my favourites on that album. And then Black Soul Dress, also fine, but not one of my favourites on that album. And this seems like it's going to be a similar thing. I'm over dancehall already. Ooh, that's kind of fun. Slightly better switcher. I mean, this is very different to, you know, the kind of dancehall we're getting, real trendy stuff at the moment, like Water or that was Seraphim track, Smart. This is very different to that. In fact, this isn't dancehall at all right here. It kind of had a slight feel of that in the first verse. This is quite nice. I take back what I was saying, I'm here for it. The group vocals are nice, I always love group vocals. That's nice. There we go, that little like stuttering piano in there. I guess that's like tripleS, all of Modhouse's stuff, we've heard it from Artemis as well. That like, the production is just next level. Like I used to champion SM as having the best production in K-pop. They've kind of fallen off recently, and Mod House has just picked up. I love that personality-filled performance right there. Da 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 da. Really nice. Mod House has kind of picked up the slack and been like, no, we produce the coolest stuff in K-pop, and yeah, they do. Okay, Dahyun. Okay, Dahyun. Go, girly. Get it, girly. Yeah, if this is the worst song on the album, we're doing well. If this ends up being my least favorite, then like, we're doing well. Pretty, super, super pretty. All right, track 6, Chiyu. Let me look at the credits. No names I care about. Chiyu. All right, here's our laid-back, groovy, vibey pop one. It's gotta have one on every album. It'll never be my favorite, but it's gotta be there. That bass is nice though. I do like how like kind of prominent that bass is. Nice pre-chorus, very atmospheric. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Really pretty vocal melody there, really into that. And the reverb, as well as the super reverby backing harmonies there, just make that so enveloping and just like, I don't know, like lying back into a bath of warm honey or something. Super nice. I think I'm gonna need to go through this whole album with like the color-coded lyrics in front of me just so I can be like, who does what? Because I don't know any voices. I can kind of recognize Dahyun sometimes. That's about it. Sometimes I can recognize Jiu, but with 24 of them and with ears like mine, nothing. I have no clue who is who. But gorgeous. That chorus is so nice. That's really pretty. Those, again, backing vocals. Just those stabs of very Ariana Grande, here for it. Arpeggio synth, really nice. That's Tyler the Creator right there, that arpeggiating synth. Again, this kind of archetype of song would usually be my least favorite on the album, and I really, really like this. It's just the elevated quality of everything that tripleS does. So pretty, so gorgeous. I want another poppy banger though. We've had a couple kind of chiller ones in a row, although I do see that next is 24, which Saw said sounds like Rising. It's Recover It Now. We won. It's Recover It Now. Put the foot away. Oh, that thick buzzy bass is delicious. I love the la la las. Oh, that's so textured. It's got some real like bite and tooth to it. That's why I wanted it as the title. Massive build of energy in the pre-chorus. Oh, that riding synth just going crazy. Give me this chorus, give me this chorus. Oh, the horns, the horns. The yelling, the yelling. I won. I'm so glad it's on the album. And it's even those horns. It's even better than I hoped for. This is made for me specifically. Someone has brain jacked me to know my exact taste in pop music and made a song made for me specifically. Super catty personality filled rap verse. You come through with that like Christina build up, like. I'm dying. I need to stop bouncing so much, my camera's gonna fall. I love the yelling! I was so right, this should have been the time to track. This absolutely should have been the time to track. Is it similar to Rising? Yes. But like, I think it's different enough. It's also just such a fucking good song, holy shit. I need a second, sorry, I need a second. Calming. I'm just so glad that I have it. When I didn't see the name Recover It Now on the track list, I was like, they wouldn't just leave me out to dry, would they? And they didn't. And it's even better than I expected. My eyes are actually like watering a tiny bit. That's so embarrassing. Am I okay? Anyway, I need to look at the credits for 24. Who do I have to thank for that? Jaden Jong, yeah, makes sense. Written by, and then a bunch of people that I don't know. Oh, fantastic. Alright, let's keep going into these last three songs. Beyond the Beyond. May as well look at the credits for this one first. Another Park So-hyun in the writing credits, which is probably why she's starting us off. Look at me being able to recognize a voice. Ooh. Are we doing like 2000s like diva pop? Oh, that's pretty. So that's kind of dirty. Oh. And then just explode into sound. This is gorgeous. Dirtiest sax I've ever heard in my life. You're kidding me. This is like if Monhouse produced a track for Kiss of Life. Like, that's such a disgusting sax. I love it. I'm in shock at this point. I need to keep talking, I need to keep yapping. The textures in this are so nice. Like that little kind of pluckier guitar we get in there adds a bit of like teeth, it has a bit of roughness to it, just in like the recording of it. Then you've got those like smoother piano chords. The vocals kind of have a bit more like power and they're a bit more yelled, which is also contrasting all of the like high-pitched airy stuff that we've been hearing for the past, year and a half. And even are getting a little bit there, but we kind of have that real nice balance with it. And then that sax is just the dirtiest, grossest thing I've ever heard, and I love it. We just get a little chide and trill. vocals. The vocals. Gorgeous. Yeah, I love the real kind of like more like full-bodied vocals going on this song. It's really nice. Not just because we're getting a bit of variety, but they also just sound really good. And I don't need to say it again, you know, though. Alright, into our last two songs, which both of them, we actually kind of know what's going on. Non-Scale was kind of it was the runner-up on day 2, wasn't it? I know a lot of people were pushing for this one. I love that. Ooh, that heavy side chain. Wait a second, why is this giving like sped up DJ Snake? It's like, it's a mid-2010s like summer pop track, but almost like nightcore a little bit, or like threatening to nightcore it. That's really fun. Like, this is faster than this song should be. This sounds like someone made it at a set tempo, and then when Modhouse received it. One second, let me finish my thought before doing that to me. It sounds like, yeah, the demo was put in at like a certain tempo, and then Modhouse received it, and we're like, what if we just like cranked it up a little bit? Like, it sounds like it's not made to go that fast, which I really like. I think that adds a layer of energy to it. And then I'm going back a bit for this huge explosion into the chorus. Get rid of my mouse. The way we suddenly just start building in depth. That just... boom. Like, the song was like here doing its thing, and then suddenly it just goes like... boom. How does it just keep getting bigger? That's gigantic. Like, that is like cherry bullet scales of, you know, gigantic, humongous pop song. R.I.P. I don't even. Okay, the little like breakdown. We're going through a lot of different eras in this song. Like, this is so 2015. That little breakdown we just had there was very 2021. Oh, those synths are so nice. But the thick side chain on them, yeah, just put that really like, even like 2000s. The way that like, because it's not like the song in the verses feels small, it still feels like a big, energetic kind of pop song. And then suddenly they like pull the curtain off and it reveals just like kilometers of depth below it. And you're like, how? How did that get there? This is great. This is fantastic. Super fun bridge. I also love those real like high vocals there. I can only guess that must be like Shion or something. Take it down. Because are we gonna get another? Yep. So huge. Like, that feels like not just like a car driving forward, that feels like the entire highway like shuffling around. Me, there's no more surprises left, and then they pull this shit. Alright, pause me for 1 second. Because it's time for the biggest challenge in tripleS history. Can they make me like the song Dimension? Can they mix it properly? Will we be able to hear the vocals? I do like the MIDI strings.
Ready, set, and go.
It's the most interesting production we've had on this song by far, out of the 3 versions. It's still, the backing is really loud. Unless I'm going crazy. That sounds like the vocals are the same volume as they are on the songs for the rest of the album, but the backing has been cranked up because they're like, no, sorry, we still can't let you hear the vocals 100% properly on Dimension. I do love the backing though. Like I said, by far the best backing, the best production of this song we've heard. Also, is this the same song? I can't tell because I don't know how the original song goes because I can never hear it. It is. Again, why are the vocals so... Put some welly into it, girls. Like, just give me a bit more. The instrumental is just like, and then the vocals are just kind of sitting back here and they're really shy. I understood why they were shy in the first album, they couldn't sing. But now that they can actually sing, give me some, you don't need to hide the vocals anymore. Still, I'm really enjoying this because the production is really, really fun. Like the horns and everything are super fun. That like band sound. It's kind of got that like New Jack Swing feel almost a little bit. But like if a jazz band was performing a New Jack Swing song, kind of. Credits me. Just like, where's Darkyan at? Where's Darkyan? It just, give me a bit of something. Is it just a running joke at this point? I love that. With a kind of like, the slight like drive-through filter over that. Fun. At least like last chorus, turn it up. And by that I mean just literally turn the vocals up. That's Shion for sure, isn't it? 100%. Like, it's such a fantastic groove in the backing. Give me that in the vocals. It's like, did they record the vocals over like one of the old versions or something? Did they, like, could they hear this instrumental when they were recording this? Still, by far the best version of that song. By far the best version of that song. To the point where I will actually listen to it. I feel like the other versions I've listened to maybe once or twice each. That one, that's gonna go on regular rotation just because that backing is so good. Alright, I mean, that's the album. That's the album. Whew. Okay, I mean, I know I said for the title track and the music video that like the expectations were high and they did what they needed to do. The expectations were almost even higher and they fucking blew them out of the water. I'm losing my mind. That's thinking about. I'm actually putting a lot of good thought into what I'm about to say so that you know I'm not exaggerating. That is the best K-pop full album I've ever heard. Full album, not including mini albums. Full album. That's the best K-pop full album I've ever heard. That's so good. I need to bring the track list back up so I can know what I'm talking about and see it. Like, what's the worst song on that album? Like, Dimension? White Soul Sneakers? Which are still super interesting, sound like, you know, nothing else in K-pop at the moment are, you know, fun and unique and different. And even though I'm like, oh, they're my least favorite ones, I was still vibing the whole time. I think that's what I really like in a full album. If you'll allow me to go off on a tangent for a second, I mean, you have no choice. I guess you could click off the video. You probably already have. But where on like an EP or a mini album, you kind of have to have straight gas the whole way through. You can't really have a bad song. In a full album, you can have a slightly worse song that still elevates the album by throwing a different sound in or making it kind of be like a break in the momentum. And I think that's what like White Soul Sneakers and Chi-Yu, as much as I prefer the big, more energetic ones, they're kind of there and placed really nicely in the middle of the album, that we kind of get this, which way should I go? That's left to right for you. We kind of have like S and Girls Never Die, which are like a nice little intro and kind of like you feel things happening, it's big, it's going somewhere. Heart Raider and Midnight Flower suddenly pull us up like all the way up here. And then White Soul Sneakers and Chi-Yu kind of bring us down a bit so that 24 feels even more fucking colossal than it would already with how good that song is. And then Beyond the Beyond is a bit of an energy dip, but is probably the most interesting sounding on the album. And so you're like, oh, really, what's happening here? And then, you know, keeping the like real interesting sounds going, but bringing the energy back up on Non-Scale with just that colossal track. And then Dimension kind of finishing off on a nice like level. Like those songs, if they were on a mini album, I might be a bit more like critical of their placement there, but on a full album, not only is there space for songs like that, they're kind of necessary for the flow of the album. And so I think it's a masterfully crafted album from top to bottom, not just in terms of the production on the individual songs, but the way it's been put together as a whole. Like it feels like effort has gone into the track order, which is something that I am super huge on and K-pop never thinks about ever. But this, what a introductory showing for tripleS as a complete unit, and kind of to have this be almost the base for what tripleS is, as the different subunits will kind of branch off and explore different concepts and sounds to be like, oh, well, what is tripleS at its core? It's fucking that. It is that. If someone, you know, in like a year's time wants to be like, oh yeah, I've heard these like random unit songs and I think that they're cool, but like what is tripleS? What do they have in common? That album, if they go to that, yeah, they are not going to be disappointed, and that really shows off tripleS so well. Not just with like, you know, we have the la la las in a few songs, we have those high airy vocals, we have the futuristic forward-thinking production. It's all there. It is tripleS to the core, and yet each song is so different. I am in awe. That is so fucking good. Wow. They did it. And they did it so much better than I ever thought that they could. Well, no, not better than I thought that they could, but like, just really good. Really good. Really, really good. I can't wait to listen to 24 times in a row. Okay, I think I've said all I need to say. Before I pass out, I'm gonna go, what do you think of Girls Never Die and Assemble24? Leave your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe. I put out stuff occasionally. I've kind of been in a bit of a lull lately. Job stuff happening. I lost my job, which is why I have time to record this on a Wednesday evening. But depending on what happens in the future where I go next, I may have more or less time to record stuff. We'll see. But I'm gonna, for now, just keep trying to record stuff as possible. I know there's a lot of good stuff coming up. aespa's, you know, first full album is on the way, and I cannot wait for that. So things happening, and I will try and be with you more often. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna say. Done. Like, subscribe, comment. I've been Jimothy. Love you always. Go listen to 24 a few times. Tell them that it should have been the title track. Me and my fellow Recover It Now fans, we're eating good. we can sit there smugly going, yeah, we were right about it all along. But yeah. Okay, I'm just yapping for no reason. Goodbye, love you. Bye. Bye.